We are live again. I noticed that a few people did join us the other day when we went live, so I figured why not? So today we are going to do some more cleaning at a different part of the Villablanca Reef. So the reef system is all along the coast, very close to shore, and today we're at a different part of the reef than we were the other day, and you can hear the air from other divers. And we are doing this on behalf of CMAC, which is Conservación, Investigación y Manejo Ambiental de COZUMEL. It's a local nonprofit that does a lot of work in environmental conservation, restoration, education, all the things. And actually, I'm going to turn this around so you can see their side. Oh, be helpful for me to take off the cap, right? There's Wes. He's not in the mood to talk today. He's just all I did was show you. Okay. So we are volunteering on behalf of almost messed us up. It was just thunderstorming and lightning not long ago, but it seems like that's past. But I'll come and show you where we're going. So the reef is out there, sort of just beyond that dock. And there's a cruise ship leaving. I'm not sad about that. No shade, but actually shade. But we're going to be out there cleaning some of the corals. There's one particular coral colony, Orbicella annularis, which we cleaned the other day, which unfortunately was not looking too good. So we're going to give it some TLC like we did the other day, give it some more TLC, and essentially keep it clean so that it has a chance to hopefully recover, or at the very least, if there are any new coral recruits or other organisms that belong in the ecosystem, that they have an opportunity to make it their home. So yeah, thanks again, everybody who has supported our work, who is sharing or engaging with our videos. It's really, really fulfilling work. But it's also, it takes a lot of time and energy, which we would love to be like retired, retired, professional scuba coral restoration people, but we don't have that luxury. We do have to work. So we do as much as we can, and we appreciate all your support. I'm going to turn this around one more time so you all can see the organization that we're volunteering with. Again, it's CIMAC, Conservación, Investigación y Manejo Ambiental de COZUMEL. And CIMAC is really, really cool. They do a lot more than coral restoration work. They do sea turtle monitoring with the nests and help the baby sea turtles make it make it to the ocean. They do a lot of educational programs with kids on the islands. They do so much. You can Google them, CMAC COZUMEL, and I actually post a lot on Instagram and tag them as collaborators. So if you want to follow us on Instagram, we are WavesandWifi 2024 on Instagram. There's Wes. He doesn't know that I'm filming him right now. Oh, hey, babe. How does the water look? He says the water looks okay. Yeah, the lightning passed, so I think we're good. And there are other people out there diving too. Not that that's necessarily the metric to use as to whether something's safe, but yeah, there are people out there snorkeling and diving. So hopefully, I'm hoping that we can like make our air last a while because we have 2 tanks, but we really want to get a lot done. Oh, look at the grackle! Look at the grackle eating. See, this is the coolest thing about Cozumel. Like, there's just so much wildlife here, and it is being developed. The island is, I should say, the island is facing a lot of construction. but there's so much beautiful wildlife here, and it's just a magical place that I feel very grateful um, to live in. And that is why we do this work, because it's a way of showing our gratitude for even having the privilege of living here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to zoom in. Oh yeah. Okay. So if you're watching and you can see that that shadow under the water, that is actually a really, really big and probably very old coral colony. I'll need to ask the director of CMAC, Lupita Martin, who's amazing. She's wonderful. Um, I'll need to ask her how old that coral is, that colony is, because that is a colony of elkhorn coral, otherwise known as Acropora palmata. They are actually in their spawning season right now. They spawn late at night. We have not been out to do the monitoring recently because we just don't stay up that late. But I think we're going to be monitoring some other species tomorrow evening. But yeah, that's a big coral colony, and it's huge. Corals grow super, super slow. So when you see something that size, you know it's old. It's sort of like, those big old growth trees. Very valuable, very beautiful, and also very fragile, So uh, we're doing what we can, and we're talking to people all the time who do work on coral restoration. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm that person right now. We're talking to people all the time who do coral restoration work, and there's so many things that can be done. And I know, like, a lot of the headlines, actually, I'll get on my soapbox right now. I know a lot of the headlines are like, um, talking about coral bleaching and the mass bleaching that is occurring for sure. And they lack any sense of hope, right, for the future. And personally, I think it's kind of arrogant for us to believe or to opine that corals are going to go extinct no matter what we do. I don't think that humans. Don't get me wrong. I believe in science, but I also know that science is constantly evolving. And I don't believe that humans have the capacity to make a judgment call as to what the future holds for a species as ancient and amazing as corals. So I don't get on that bandwagon. I will not give up hope for corals, especially not while living on an island that is almost entirely dependent on water-based tourism. I mean, Cozumel is a huge dive destination, right? So it's really, really important. Somebody asked if this is Afghanistan. Okay, I think that might be a troll. I don't know. If you're not a troll, say something nice. Um, we're in Cozumel, Mexico. Um, Lots of white people. This is definitely. Who are these people? You know what? Y'all can just keep on going. Keep going, because ultimately, um, whatever trolley comments you make, you're driving more traffic and we need revenue. So thanks. Anyway, we are about to go suit up and get in the water and clean some coral habitat. Thank you guys for watching, and take good care.